So for this tutorial, we're looking at exponential functions. And this one's going to be a tiny bit different because we're going to spend some time with graphs, and it's going to be mainly about graphing since that's where exponential functions seem to come into play a lot. So what is an exponential function? So it's just the function that f of x equals a times b to the power of x, where b is always a positive and real number, and unlike the other equations, x is actually the exponent in this one. And like I said, it's typically used in graphing, and the main point of exponential function that I'm mostly going to be focusing on is the idea of growth versus decay. So we see in these graphs that either in this one we see a decay function, in this one we'll see a growth function, and as you can see in both of them, they are both rapidly decreasing or rapidly increasing while curving. So because x is the exponent, the function will increasingly have higher values. So say if we plugged in 2 for x here, the y value would be 4, but if we plugged in 3, it would be 8. And but if it was 1, it'd be 2. So it just constantly grows, so like from 1 to 4 to 8. It's unlike linear where it's not growing at the same constant rate. Um, and the opposite of that is, of course, decay, where it's decreasing at a increasing rate. So as x gets higher, it will the function will have less value quickly, and for here, as x gets higher, the function will have more value quicker than a linear function. And this is all I was going to go over for exponential functions because this is basically all you need to know. When you graph it, I think it's easier to make a table and just plug in for the x value. So you could plug in 2, 3, 4, and get 4, 8, 16, 32, and just keep going like that for a function like this. But I thought it was mostly important just to understand the idea of rapid decay and rapid growth. Both the times as x increases, your number, how quickly you're decaying or how quickly you're growing will be increasing, but not necessarily the function.